It's sections of steel, bolts, plates, metal parts. Monumental in military history. The Whale Bridge, in World War II, crucial to the liberation of Europe. In June 1944, in the days after D-Day, sections were towed across the Channel. A floating roadway, a harbour constructed. For the Allies, it provided a foothold into France, allowing troops and machinery to break out from the Normandy beaches. More than 70 years later, fully restored, this the only piece brought back to Britain. Duxford, now its new home.
I had to go and touch it because to think that this object was there. It was there at that moment in history, something that we talk about in this museum a lot, a very key moment in British history, in international history. And so to have this object is something quite special, quite touching.
In pieces, rusting in France, it had been used as a road bridge there up until the 80s. Almost scrapped, these engineers rebuilt it, saved it.
What it laid there had brambles and it was very, very rusty. It was looking a bit sorry for itself, to be honest with you. And I suspect it wouldn't have laid there much longer before somebody would have chopped it up and it would probably be going through a smelting plant and coming out with something else. So it was quite important to get it back.
Had to rescue it, like you've done. How do you feel?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I feel quite proud of myself and proud of the guys.
It's 80 feet long, 24 metres, but in all 10 miles of these sections were manufactured. 2 floating harbours. Mulberry A destroyed by a storm before it could be used, but this one, Mulberry B. Over 5 months, more than 2 million men crossed this bridge and more than 500,000 machines.
You're able to make a direct connection through this, what effectively is a massive 80-foot piece of metal, but you can directly connect with the soldiers who were there in those days in June 1944, who were using this at a very pivotal moment in our history.
It helps bring to an end the dark days of Nazi occupation. An extraordinary feat in engineering, a bridgehead to free Europe. Mike Cartwright, BBC News, Duxford.